What is up, guys? I actually have a pretty cool video for you guys. This is a crazy seed that can actually sub 10 in Insomniac. So this is going to be, some parts are going to be sped up because, I don't want to wait at all. And I don't think you want to wait for me to just travel around these parts, just boat around. But to start off on this amazing seed, before we get started, DuncanRuns found this seed. He used a seed finder that was just super strict, and he made it work. Got the seed. I have no idea what the chances are of this seed, but this seed is able to beat the 116 world record. It's able to beat Brent Tilda's record. Yeah, you heard me right. This seed is so powerful, it can beat a 116 record. You don't hear that every day, I'm gonna be honest. So to start off the seed, basically everything in this seed is southeast. So you start at the island and you are just going straight southeast. That's what the seed finder was for. It's basically what it was intended for. And you start off the island, you get your wood, you get your boat, you get your doors, and the first thing you're gonna get, the first thing you see is a shipwreck. And that shipwreck is gonna give you, I think it's 9 iron, and that 9 iron is going to bring you to, it's gonna have you make tools. Obviously that 9 iron is gonna make tools for you. It's gonna put tools in your inventory so that you can go to the monument, which the monument is literally 50 blocks, 100 blocks away from the shipwreck. So that's very, very convenient. I end up getting a sub 2 exit out of the monument, which I rarely see those. I very rarely see those, especially on a really good run like this one. So after I get the monument and the shipwreck, there are a couple little stops that I want to get me up to the max emeralds I can get in this run. So I end up getting 21 emeralds. I get 3 shipwrecks in total, and I actually go for a buried treasure, which is, surprise, surprise, I rarely get buried treasures. But buried treasures like this one are very, very good. So I get this buried treasure. It's got me up to 21 emeralds, and my goal for the run is going to be 22 emeralds. So I'm basically 1 emerald away from getting what I need. And the reason it's in a classic Insomniac run, just a regular Insomniac run, RSG, you're gonna want 34 emeralds. And those 34 emeralds are going to get you all the way up to a full set of 12 pearls. A full set of 12 pearls, if you want to call it that. But in this run, I get only 22 emeralds. And 22 emeralds brings me up to 9 eyes. And I'll explain later, but I want to explain my thought process first. So, in the run, I go ahead and I get a TNT. I don't get all the TNT because I don't really need it at all. I just get 1 TNT because I blow up just a patch of hay bales. And I end up trading with a farmer instead of a Fletcher because I don't want to waste all that time mining gravel to, just for one trade, one Fletcher trade. That's a waste of time. It's a time waste. So I'm just going to trade with the farmer. So I go ahead, I do a bit of task overlapping while trading with the cleric. So I trade with the cleric, and I get beds as well. And by the way, Duncan has a data pack on this seed, and I didn't use a data pack on this seed. Duncan got an 836 time on this seed, while I got just a sub 1030 time. So my sub 1030 time was without the data pack, while his 830 time was with the data pack. And for the data pack, he put RNG manipulation like not getting 1/3'd, or blaze rods dropping 100% of the time, or even, if you're standing on a crafting table, then the dolphin that you used, it just doesn't move because, sometimes the dolphin can wander away. It happens in literally every RSG run, probably 114 and up. But stuff like that can change the whole game. It can mean minutes. Even though it looks like it means seconds, it can mean whole minutes. So I enter the nether here. And it is just right next to a fortress. Right next to a blaze spawner. And my rates for this, I'm expecting my rates to be very, very good. So I have about a 130 nether split, which means my rates they're decent actually. They're pretty decent. I think I go 5 for 8 probably. So you might be wondering, well, why are you getting 5 rods? Well, it's because it's obviously a 2i. Here is the time where I explain why I got 9 pearls. The reason I got 9 pearls is because, like I said, it's a 2i. But there is also a stronghold chest that holds an extra pearl. So as you can see, I'm exiting the nether at sub 8. So I have a 130 nether split, which is pretty insane. And this pace right now is really insane as well. I've never had a sub 8 exit in my entire life. I think the best exit in an RSG run I've had is probably sub 11, and that didn't even world record. I think that was the PB run that I had, the 1736. I think that was the time. But as you can see, the stronghold is really not that far. It's probably be about 200-300 blocks away from where I exited my portal. So I got the chest with the pearl in it, and I head to the portal room to put my eyes in. So as you can see, it's a 2i, and I have 10 eyes exactly. It's unfortunate that I can't pearl at all during the end, but that doesn't really matter. I'm kind of looking for an insta perch, and if I don't get one, then, oh well. I guess I'll just, upload this. And this, unfortunately, wasn't an insta perch. I definitely feel that if it was, then it definitely would have been a sub 10 run. So I go ahead, I get my little contraption set up for the 1 cycle, and the dragon actually fakes me out right here. I think it's perching, but then it's really not. So it's hard to identify those perches. So I go ahead and speed the video up ×2 speed, I guess you could say. And I'm waiting for the perch, and eventually I get the perch. It's a nice snap. And my first bed, I don't do well. The next ones, are pretty good. And there it is. A sub 1030, a 1030 run if you want to call it that. There's still so much left for Insomniac, and I will definitely be grinding 1.15 if my record gets beaten again. I hope to see a time like this. It probably won't happen to me. It'll happen to someone though in the future. Just keep grinding. I'll see you guys later. Make sure to follow my Twitches.